what's the name? Oh man, I got earmuffs. Earmuffs for Bella. I make it a little colorful. Find this what you call it, man? The daggone intro music. The daggone not top man acting up. But look, man. So we here, man. To get the people what they want. They want these Monday nights, Monday night looking shows, Sunday recaps. And right now, it looks like we watching the Changing the God with Bailey Zappi coming in relief for Mac Jones, and came right in, man. Do what he do, a touchdown right off the break. How many plays to take it to do a touchdown?
Like what, 2, maybe 3.
This after Jones to Mac Jones to interception, right? Oh man.
Yeah, man.
He went from run play, incomplete, interception. That ain't good. Oh man. So Bailey's happy. Man, I was watching, this is the old dude, Tony Kornheiser's joint. He coming in and dude got a song called Zippy Zappy. Like, man. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So right now it's 10-7, Chicago. But look, man, let's jump right into it, man, and do the game recap. Y'all want to do Ballers vs. Bammas first, or game recap? First of all, how many of y'all got y'all Bammas and Balls for the week?
First of all, something sent out?
Yeah, I sent the link with the agenda.
Oh, I ain't seen that.
What you send the link? So look, real quick, yo. I knew to check for the link early because I said Rodney going to try to pull cards and see who really serious about the podcast. He ain't send no text to be like, yeah, the link out or nothing. He just be like, I told y'all 9 last week. I'm my grandma firm, whoever ain't on here. He was like, he was gonna send us no warning or nothing. I was already hip, Joe. 8:50. I was like, let me go ahead and make sure this link ain't up here. Go ahead and get comfortable.
Yeah, I got my Bammas.
Let's let me see. All right, they got some Bammas. Who you got? You got anybody in turns you want to highlight?
That was Jose who said he was ready. Did you just went straight? You know, Jose always do his homework.
I'm asking. What about you, G?
All right.
Yeah,
hold on.
How you just skipping over Jose when he said he was ready?
I'm trying to see who got it. Then we'll
go in order. Terrence,
so we're doing our ballers, right?
Ballers or Bammas. We do the ballers first. Ballers first. Let's do ballers first. So all right, Jose, kick it off. Since you only want came.
I'm gonna go with the ballers first. First ball was Joe Burrow. I didn't see that coming, but I did happen to pick him up on my DraftKings. He did me well.
I thought you were gonna say in the league. I'm about to say who don't got Joe Burrow?
No. And then my Bammas is all San Francisco players. Just all of them. All of them.
all in San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm not
They played against a better
I'm not
team.
holding anybody back. All of them are Bammas. And then I gotta say Tom Brady. I had him on one of my squad. He definitely didn't show up for me. And
I think Tom Brady might be he might be meddling in this year, Joe. He going to weddings middle of the season. Hey, look, let me ask you this. Thinking about speaking of that, what NFL owner, like even high school coaches, know how to get married during the football season? This how you know women run a household, Joe. Because there's no way that you own an NFL team, an NFL franchise, and you choose to get married in the middle of October.
Yeah, that was weird. I thought that was weird, yo.
Who got married?
What's his name? Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
well, of course, because his game is not until Monday.
Right.
I mean, but you ain't got nothing but NFL, people like
right. He can put all of them at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
All of them at a disadvantage.
His wife probably told him, "You gotta show me something. You gotta show me that you care. I'm gonna do it right in the middle of the season."
Hit it with the emotional guilt trip. Next thing you know, the wedding in October.
You know, this how much you mean to me.
Right. You could do it during training camp when it's nice and sunny in New England. You can't even do. You can't even have a honeymoon there. All right, man. Let me see. So look, my baller is Josh Jacobs because I'm still upset that I actually actively avoided him during the draft because of the way the pundits talked about him. And this dude has put up 30 points 3 straight weeks.
He went in the fifth round.
He went in the fifth round.
Why would anybody avoid? I wasn't avoiding him.
He went in the fifth. Everybody avoided him.
Hey.
Don't try to act like he was on it. He went in the fifth round. Everybody avoided him.
If I show you my rock, I was not avoiding him because you know why? Because Josh McDaniels, he's another Damian Harris to me. I thought it was gonna be him. I thought it was gonna be him and Drake, but I lost the whole Drake thing because they cut him. But then I started thinking it was gonna be Jacob and Bolden, right? That didn't pan out. It was just all Jacob. So I tried to pick up Jacob, but somebody got him before me.
Listen, let me tell you this. What's the name? Got Chris. He got Jacob. Look. This is the turn. Just tell you how far Jacobs fell. Chris got Mayhem. He got Derrick Henry and Jacobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look,
everybody
and can't get a win. That's how bad the other positions are.
Why is Justin Fields so bad, yo?
I wonder, look, how much of it is him and how much of it is the coaching?
Like,
I'm not excited about their play call.
What I don't understand about the NFL to college, right? Justin Fields was one of the most accurate players in college football and didn't have a lot of turnovers, right? So, okay, I get it. The league is different. It's a different game. When somebody's wide open and you plant it with all the time in the world, like, why can't he hit that throw, yo? He used to hit that throw with his eyes closed in college, yo.
Yeah, but look at his receivers. He had Olave.
No, you're missing the point. I'm not saying a holistic view. I'm saying individual play, right? So somebody's wide open, right? He can't hit wide open people when he has time. Like, it's a confidence thing.
That's because he hit the footsteps.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's confidence.
His psyche's gone now. Like, he hit the footsteps quick. You know, anybody tip tap, he's going.
All right, so look, my other ball is so I only did one. I only did
I thought we was only doing one, but go ahead.
Josh Jacobs, my other baller, he ain't really show out, but since I'm a Antonio Gibson fan, and I was one of the people who was talking at a CMC talk last year, man, it was somebody who was welcome to Dunksville. He put up 15 points, even with Brian Robinson get most of the carries. So that show behind Heineke, he still got some fantasy value. I think, don't you still got him on one of your teams, Gene? I know I got him on one of mine.
Who?
Gibson. Somebody got him.
Jose got him.
Jose. Oh no, Jose got him. Okay, I about to know.
Yeah, that's why he said still. I'm like, who?
I just picked him up before the game.
For real?
I mean, before our game,
right?
Before we played each other.
Yeah.
So my baller, I like to pick people who are unexpected. Is Daniel Jones, New York Giants quarterback. Went off.
Yeah, he did.
Went off. Somebody dropped him last week.
That might have been me.
I know it was you. That's why I said
it. He went off.
Yeah, like I think what 80 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, something like that.
Yeah, no, he was the third. What?
Yeah, he's number 3 right now. No, he's number 3 right now. He above Pat Mahomes. He had 200 yards passing and 107 yards rushing.
Yeah,
1 rushing TD, 1 passing TD. They run an option with him right now. And
for me, my bum, or what's the word we use is Leonard Fournette. Man, I don't know. I hate to put him on that list because he's been helping me out in some other leagues. But I'm just like, what was Tampa Bay doing? Like, how y'all getting demolished by Carolina?
Listen, so look, in that same vein, my Bama of the week is the whole Carolina team. Jose did the whole San Fran team. My Bama of the week is whole Carolina. You mean to tell me CMC lead, and then you get basically an abundance of rushing from 2 backups, like Hubbard does well, and they had another, who else came in?
Foreman.
And yeah, they got double-digit points from both
of them. Yeah, both of them went off.
And you could do nothing with CMC. Mind you, Tampa Bay was supposed to the strength of their defense is supposed to be the run D. Anyway,
remember I told you about Thornton went off last week. Got 0 this week. That's Bill Belichick.
Hold on, he's playing right now.
He got 0 fantasy points though.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's just first quarter, right? Second quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take another opportunity to personally say.
He just caught one.
Andrews was blaming too. He didn't get one catch.
I think Andrews was still hurt.
He gotta be. All right, man. Let's get into the game. I start railing on people who made me mad this week.
I want to say I'm mid-season disappointment on Najee Harris. Man,
don't even bring him up. I got him on every.
I got him on 5 of my fantasy.
I got him on every roster I got. God, dog.
I got most of them on the bench. I'm like, should I start him? Should I start him? He's gonna come off this week. Should I start him? I'm done. I'm about to bench him. I'm about to start Mostert and just ride with him until he can show me something, man.
Reminder Stevens Discord.
Yep.
You still got him?
For my other league, I need him not to score 30.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
I'm gonna have to be up all night watching this.
So Baltimore beat Cleveland 23-20. Lamar Jackson. Oh, they probably happy. He ain't do crap in our game.
We gonna be sitting right here talking about your team the whole time. Man, how bad they did.
Y'all should have made me the host. I'm all in my feelings right now. I can't even. I only had Gene's argument where I'm scoring a lot of points and losing. I'm just.
You had Etienne though.
Man, listen, Jose, don't give me no what's the name? No hollow victories. It's about you had Etienne. I'm losing by 40 points.
Hold on, he had who?
He trying to make you feel better. He trying to make you feel
better. Etienne.
No, you didn't. I had Etienne, didn't I? Oh, the other league. That's the other league. Yeah.
Man,
I told you on Thursday. I told you on Thursday why you bench Olave.
It's just too late. That still wouldn't help me. It still wouldn't have won. Anyway,
it would look a little bit close.
Right. So Lamar Jackson, he had another disappointing outing. He had 60 yards or 59 yards rushing, but man, at 9 for 16, 120, they didn't do anything through the air. Like we mentioned before, Andrews only had 2 targets, no catches. The issue is though, we talked about Kenyon Drake doing the podcast on Sunday. We talked about Hill. Kind of find out Gus Edwards led the team in carries. They had 16 or 66 yards. Which I'll make it up. And 2 touchdowns.
I mean, he's the original big back.
Yeah.
I'm like, it would have been nice to know that he was going to get all the carries going into the game. On Cleveland side, actually, from a passing standpoint, Jacoby Brissett outplayed Lamar Jackson. He just didn't have the rushing to go with him, even though he did have 18 yards rushing. Nick Chubb still, once again, giving you RB1 superstar production with 91 yards rushing with a TD and gave you 16 through the air. David Njoku. I think I mentioned him on the podcast as a band.
Yeah, he helped me out a little bit.
He out for 2 to 5 weeks.
Njoku out?
Yep.
And that one I didn't hear. For real?
Yep.
Man, that's terrible.
Titans going down quick because I had picked up Bellinger from the Titan from Giants. Yeah. Man, I can't find it.
It's a couple people that took an L this week from an injury standpoint. All right, so Atlanta, Cincinnati. Cincinnati 35-17. We know Burrow got busy, 481, 3 TDs. Mixon just off the shit value. He got 17 carries, 58 yards, and a touchdown that basically saved his day. But Burrow had 20 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown. Man, so Chase had 8 for 130. Boyd 8 for 155. So it's just all around. T. Higgins had 5 for 93. That's crazy. Like, you mean to tell me I had receivers and I had one spot that didn't pick up no points. I could have picked any one of their backup receivers, or third, fourth receiver, and got more points from some of the guys I had. Hurst had 6 for 48. Let's see, for Atlanta, Anybody worth mentioning? Algier, he had 1 touchdown, 16 for 50.
Kyle Pitts, 3rd round pick. Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, he had 3.
No, you ain't got
He had 3 catches.
Talk about you wasn't avoiding Josh Jacobs. You got Kyle Pitts.
But he picked Kyle.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be big, man. I thought.
Look, like I said, listen to the pundits. He's supposed to be the next round.
Yep.
Who else? Let me see. Now that's pretty much it, man. They had, I don't know, this Bird kid. He caught that 175-yard bomb, but other than that,
what surprised me is Boyd. I know he's the number 3, but normally I thought it was gonna be Higgins and
shoot. That's a Boyd led the team and y'all here 155.
Yeah,
but that's every year though. Boyd gonna give you 1 or 2 games where he just go off. It's hard.
I didn't expect all 3.
Yeah, it's hard to find out which game it's gonna be,
right?
Because the dude I was playing had him on the bench.
Yeah, my father had Boyd. He was cussing all day. Talking about this. We should have been giving Boyd the blank ball. You don't want to pick the 3rd worst of 3 receivers, yo.
Man, look, tell Pops he can't take that language to the church like that.
Oh man, you're right.
Yeah. Boyd finished number 2 in the. That's crazy. In the PPR, Chase number 1, Boyd number 2. Well, I know we all ballers in bands, but McCall Hartman number 3 on the week. Didn't you have him? Who had McCall Hartman? Eugene in one of the leagues.
Yeah,
he lucked up, man. He lucked up by signing him.
I lucked up for real. I only got like the most points in the whole league. You know, if I gotta keep on reminding you that every week, yo.
Yeah, keep on reminding me. Come on, please remind me.
Yeah, man. Do we need to touch on this Detroit debacle? This supposed to have been a fantasy bonanza, but only team that showed up was Dallas.
We gotta at least read.
Nah. Detroit won the game for the first three quarters. Like Detroit.
That's true. That's true.
Look, they won the game from a strategic standpoint, but from a fantasy standpoint, they were losing from the get-go.
Yeah, they was up 6-3, and then the defense, Cowboy defense, just went nuts.
So look, even though y'all poo-pooed my sleeper pick, Williams, he ended up with 79 yards. He didn't get a touchdown though, a fumble loss.
So I ain't gonna do my ballers, yo. Y'all just skipped on me on the whole ballers thing. We went to the league game.
I thought we did. My bad. Who you have your ball?
I'm gonna shout out my man ETN, who I predicted early. Early was gonna have a great game. You know what I'm saying? Then I want to give a shout out to my man. I ain't gonna do it to y'all, yo. I'm not gonna gloat on me. I'm gonna go find somebody else, yo.
Well, who you talking about?
He already took Burrow, so we ain't gonna go Burrow. I'm trying not to go obvious, yo. So we're gonna go.
Zeke?
We're gonna give a shout out. Zeke.
You talking about Hartman?
Zeke had 2 touchdowns,
yeah. With his 2 touchdowns, yo. And remember the conversation earlier. See, I said I wasn't gonna gloat on me, but since Rodney said it, just said
we on the game, so you might as well kick it out there.
All the joints I hit on. So the other joint I hit on was we were talking about if you had to play Zeke or Pollard, who would you play? And I was like Zeke, because when he gets to the goal line, he gonna get you touchdowns.
Yeah, so he got outpaced by Pollard at 80 yards rushing, but he got the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, what the 60 yards?
Basically, if Pollard don't break his joint and score, he ain't gonna get the goal line curve.
Yeah, I mean he gets some goal line touches though, but like Zeke also because Pollard has such explosive runs, people act like Zeke. I think Zeke might be averaging close to 5 yards a carry this season. You know, it's just that he got the curry. If he was still getting 24 curries, he'd be at about 110 yards a game.
I think Amon-Ra St. Brown, he left early in the game, right?
Yeah.
So he put up basically almost a donut, but that one he left early. So I'm trying to think who else. Hawkinson is a bright spot. He had 4 for 48. But on Dallas side, I thought that the receiving core would hit, but I guess the one bright spot, Dalton Schultz ended up with 5 for 49. But that's I guess that should be expected since Dak back. because he wasn't getting no catches when he was hurt and or coming off injury with what's the name back there, Cooper Rush. All right, man. Let's go to let's go to the game of the week. Green Bay, Washington. To my man Taylor Heineke. Grab yourself a Heineke.
Man.
What you guys say about that one, sir?
Aaron Rodgers, the receivers are terrible. I mean, I don't know if y'all watched that game, but like, they was dropping passes.
They said there was some egregious drops in that joint.
It was terrible, yo. I mean, I was just like, yo, are these like where they get these guys? I feel like they said Lazard hurt, but I feel like they just took him off the field.
Yeah,
I think they just was like, nah, just get off the field, yo.
Aaron Rodgers be the next man up. Like, what is supposed to be? They won. Like they won.
He's supposed to be.
No, they got a rookie. Yeah, he's their one, but their rookie also didn't play. Watson, but he ain't gonna do any.
What happened with Dobbs? Where he only got four targets.
Wasn't catching stuff. I mean, like it was terrible, dog. Like it was like one time he had the joint, somebody spun him around, he just threw the jump, and then whole time all you see is Aaron Rodgers talking to himself. You know what I mean? Like looking mad. Like right. I wouldn't even can't imagine what that sideline was like.
Got Aaron Rodgers looking like a wino.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was I don't know. They gotta do something. But I mean, I'm happy to Washington won the game. You know what I mean? But it was just.
I'm happy to see that Gibson still got a role with the offense from a receiving standpoint. He got 4 targets.
Man, I think I think everybody has overplayed Brian Robinson. Like Gibson still look good, like to me.
Yeah, Gibson is better than Brian Robinson. Gibson is better than Brian Robinson. Like I don't know why they always believe that they wanted to give Brian Robinson the key. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I couldn't understand either.
I pick him up because of usage. They told they said they're gonna give him 100%. I'm like, okay.
Look, they gave him 20 carries. They gave Robinson 20 carries.
Yeah, like I mean, you got to start him if you got him, unless you just got 2 beats back. So like you got to play him because he's worth the play. But like to Terrence's point, he's not better than Gibson. I guess he's just afraid that if they give Gibson the ball too much, he'll fumble.
Right, because Gibson he had 10 carries and 59 yards, so he averaged almost 6 yards a carry.
Gibson just looks better. Like when he had the ball in his hand, he just looked better.
Yeah,
but I also think that light work too is also helping him out too because since he's not the focal point, he can be out on the slot. You know, he's a good like slot receiver and also a running back. So, and they're not using him like they was last year. So of course, like you said, it's going to reduce the amount of fumbles.
This what I understand is that this dude was a receiver in school, but they wouldn't before Heineken came in. It's like what's the name? They wouldn't even give him the ball in passing routes. Like they wouldn't give him no targets like that. They kept trying to make him a straight up running back.
Who's talking about Gibson?
Yeah, Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah, they also missing their 2 best receivers too, or 2 of the best receivers, not the best. The 2 of the top receivers.
Who?
But look, immediately Heineke came in.
They got the receivers.
McLaurin ended up at the top.
Go. That's Herbert.
What happened?
I'm talking big trash to Vermont was hating on me too.
Only problem.
What was Vermont saying?
I don't know. Get my charge.
Only problem with the running back situation now is McKissick. You know, he used to be that catching back.
But now Antonio Gibson can be that though.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out why they kept feeling like he couldn't do it. Like how you play receiver in college? Like it wasn't like he was part-time receiver. He was a full-time receiver. And you get to the league and they don't want to put you in the passing place.
But what I'm saying, now you got 3 backs that you're using. You're not getting the ball to McKissick, where I think McKissick is still a good weapon. Him and Gibson, I think, is 2 good weapons.
Now I think McKissick is the odd man out in this one to me.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. Compared to them 2 playing, I mean, I always thought that McKissick was a good receiving back. You know, when they were playing.
Yeah, I mean, he was. But I think it just switched. I think Gibson gonna have that Kareem Hunt role. I mean, yeah, gonna have that Kareem Hunt role. You know, so.
All right, man. Let's see. So we got up next.
The Bears would go off as soon as I play the Patriots defense.
Right.
Look, I got
fancy.
In my other league, I got the Jeans. I got the Patriots defense. I'm thinking I was getting ready to have a come up.
You know what I mean? I was like, they about to do like how Dallas did.
Mm-hmm. To the DraftKings, I picked the defense, Patriots defense.
Oh man, what's up with
Wow, they crushed
I can't this thing acting up. My connection acting up anyway. All right, man. So look, the Commanders got away with one. We'll take it. Even though Rodgers is playing at Vietnam with a BB gun right now, he got no help. Before we get off of that game, Jones actually had another decent, great game, both through running the air, put up a nice point total from that. The question is, y'all worried about speaking of combinations, Gene, like you talked about playing Pollard and Zeke at the same time. A lot of people was thinking that you could play Dillon and Jones at the same time, but they don't look like that's the case anymore.
Why? Because hold on, why not? Because
they're not committed to. They're not committed to the run, man.
They keep being down. They down a lot.
Right.
I think the Aaron Rodgers
down because they always trying to pass.
Even when he was up, remember that was the biggest knock on him. Was Aaron Rodgers would not run the ball.
Look, the way them boys catching, I don't know if you had much of a choice. All right, look, let's go to let's see. I think we touched on it a bit, but we didn't go through the Carolina Tampa game, which basically like what happened. Imagine this: Brady threw the ball 49 times and end up with less than 12 points. Like when did that happen? He threw the ball 49 times and end up with less than 12 points.
I think my honest opinion, I think that the whole thing with his wife, I think it's messing with his study time.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. He come up with statements like he ain't never retired. like his own like man is in turmoil at the moment. I kind of feel for the brother. All right, we got
So Mac Jones didn't get hurt. They just pulled him.
Yeah,
he threw an interception.
Jose said they before they threw the interception, they was calling out for Zappy, right?
Yeah, the whole stadium was calling Zappy.
Dang, that's good. I don't like Mac Jones anyway.
Well, they just fumbled, yo.
Who fumbled?
So Bears about to score again.
Ramondre or
huh?
Zappy fumbled. Who fumbled?
The back. I'm not sure who fumbled. I just looked up and threw the ball on the ground.
I hope it's Ramondre. Oh, it was a Zappy fumble.
Oh, I don't know who they're gonna give it to, but it was a reverse with Myers. Not reverse, but a handoff between the receiver and the quarterback, and they just hit his chest, and he just didn't bring it in. So I don't know if that goes to the quarterback or the.
The quarterback.
Yeah. I got Zappy, yo.
All right, man. So Evans, he ended up with 9 for 96. Godwin.
Hey, don't forget about my sleeper, the tight end Otto.
You talking about Otten?
Otten, my bad.
Yeah. He ended up with 64 yards. So yeah, now he definitely where did he finish up on the day? He finished up at Cade Otten finished up at tight end 10 right now. At the moment. With 10 fantasy points. Or 10.4. Carolina, man, what y'all making this Carolina backfield? Y'all touching this at all after this performance?
Yeah,
got to.
What about Moore?
See, I don't know.
He had done nothing all season. Now he
but it's a new quarterback though.
Yeah, but I think are they gonna play what's the boy Sam Darnold when he next week?
I don't think Sam Darnold gonna start. I think they're gonna start with PJ Walker. I think they're gonna keep him there because he's like, man, I don't care. I'm just gonna throw to whoever.
I'm surprised. I'm glad they let him throw this time. In terms, I'm still upset about this whole Taysom Hill thing. He just giving you consistent points, and he only got to catch a ball.
Yeah, I mean, he a risky play up and down, so.
Now, look, that's the thing. I was expecting him to get zeros or 40, right? Like not give you 10 double digits each week.
I know. I'm like, if he got a floor of 10, I'll take that all day. With a ceiling of 40.
Right. All right. So Jacksonville Giants. Giants won this game 23-17. Man, the Giants look like they trying to act like they for real. Standouts, of course, on the Giants side. Barkley once again gave you 100 plus on the ground. Daniel Jones came through with a 100-yard game on the ground as well. Man, if Daniel Jones gonna give you rushing, like I said, I think I put this in our text thread maybe like last week or the week before. If he just run the ball, he'd be one of the top quarterbacks, and it would happen after I drop him, of course.
The bad part is somebody picked him up and started him too. Yeah,
that's how my fantasy season going this year. And then from Jacksonville, of course, we talked about ETN. Lawrence had 310 yards on 22 or 43. He ended up at where's he at right there? QB8 at the moment. Yep. The big thing about this though, we talked about they traded. Jose, you put that out there. They traded Robinson, right?
Yeah, Robinson was traded for a 6th-round pick.
So I'm wondering because like he didn't get any carries, and he only got one target. So I'm wondering if they were purposely not playing, like for him to go down to basically one target all game.
Well, Peterson was saying he's saying that he had lower back issues, but if he had lower back issues, how you gonna get traded?
Right, because he probably felt a physical if he was having a lower back issue.
Yeah, I think he probably didn't like his usage, and they probably had words. And he was like, "Okay, he's gonna be traded next week."
Hey, G, why they messing with Dopey talk about give you Diggs, Fields, and Thielen for Zappy? Man.
Then he said it may be more though,
Oh man, he ain't gonna never let that one down. All right, so the next game up, Tennessee, Indy, right? So my understanding is that they're talking about Matt Ryan might get benched.
No, he is
benched.
He is benched. He's not playing no more season.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my brother's sick. He already got a quarterback. He over there like he over in our league. He over there like
man. In this stupid salary cap league, Wentz got hurt, and so Matt Ryan was my backup. So they go my quarterback.
You can't get Heineke.
Somebody got him already. And look, I thought I was smart by picking up Sam Darnold, and then Carolina messed around and won the damn game. So now I got to worry about whether or not they're gonna keep what's the name back there. I thought he was gonna have another stinker, and they was gonna bring Darnold back in week 8. Let me see. So from this man, Jonathan Taylor, he didn't do much, but at least he gave you almost 60 on the ground. Nobody really else to talk about from a receiving standpoint. Oh, I thought that everybody was talking about Pierce was due for a big game, and the daggone Campbell came in and ended up with leading the team in receiving. From Tennessee side, Derrick Henry once again is Derrick Henry, 30 carries, 128 yards. Tannehill, he basically a dud as usual. But that's pretty much it from this game. So who's supposed to start for Indy now?
Texas quarterback Ellinger, Ellinger or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right.
Throw it away. Oh, you got it.
All right. So next up, Houston, Las Vegas. Vegas won 38-20. The bright spots from this one was, of course, we talked about Josh Jacobs, 36.5 points on 20 carries, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. He out there putting up Al Bundy numbers.
Putting up poke high numbers, yeah.
The poke high numbers, they did it three straight weeks, 30 plus points. Adams, he gave you 8 for 95.
Oh, he's been killing me.
Well, Renfro. What I'm trying to think, what did Renfro do? I had him. He had 3 for 55. So he did put up some. He did play. So
yeah, on the bench.
Yeah, he was iffy whether or not he's going to be fully healthy. Davis Mills for Houston gave you 19 points on 302 yards and 2 TDs. Damian Pierce once again almost at a century mark at 20 for 92, no touchdowns though. He did give you 25 receiving yards on four targets. I think anybody else from this Houston game? Yeah, I think I can't think of anything. All right, man. Jets, Broncos. Mark Rippon reincarnated.
It was 18.
Excuse me.
It was 18. The Jets.
Yeah. I thought you said the Broncos.
Oh man, so like the Broncos backfield is a mess, man. They had 105 yards rushing total. Gordon had 11 carries. Murray had 8. Jerry Jeudy though had a decent game, 7 for 96. No pass touchdowns to speak of. Then the Jets. Oh, let's talk about this. Breece Hall looked like he's done for the year.
Oh, did they already report that?
And torn
ACL and partial MCL.
Oh, okay. So they confirmed. Yeah, I know they were saying they thought it was ACL earlier. And so again, I guess next man up is
he was
gonna
killing,
be Robinson,
man.
right?
He was
killing.
killing.
He killing.
I ain't even see that coming.
Nah, I didn't see that either. Look, not only did let me see, 70. He was averaging. Hold up, Snub. He was averaging 18 yards. He had 4 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he popped off that 162-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike Carter had like 45 yards.
Yeah, he had 2 for 45 on the receiving standpoint.
I know, man. Zach Wilson sucks. I would bench him and put in Flacco.
I don't like I said. I still don't understand that logic where you let your backup quarterback throw the ball all around the field, like on a record pace number of attempts each week, but then you get your number 1 pick come in and you don't want him to throw the ball at all. That I just not understand. All right, man. Christopher Kane, we're going to go to this Kansas City San Fran game. I know, Jose, you said the whole San Fran team sucked, but the one thing I did want to point out is McCaffrey came in right off the break, had 8 carries, 38 yards rushing, and had 2 catches for 24. So I guess that's one bright spot. Oh, and then the other thing, George Kittle looked like George Kittle again, and he wasn't just blocking the whole time.
And Ayuk.
He had 7 for 82. What about McLeod though? Any interest in him? He had 4 catches.
Don't stay away from him. Nah, you gotta show me something. But I wouldn't pick him up. Pachenko, he did good. I saw he was running hard, and then I bet Juju.
Bench you. I told you. What did I tell you? And I told you Kansas City was gonna make a mockery of that defense.
Yeah,
I think you did. I think you did say that, didn't you?
I started Mostert instead of So I didn't lose anything.
So look, the thing is,
Juju's not consistent. This is third time that he really. Well, this is the second time he went off for 100.
McCole Hardeman, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown. Kelsey, like basically they did make a mockery. Valdez Cameron, 100 yards. Right. Kelsey, 98 yards. Juju, 124. Hardeman only had 32, but he had a touchdown. Dang.
But he had rushing yards too.
Yeah, he had
2 rushing touchdowns.
He had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, there were 2 jet sweeps.
Yeah. He hit you with the same play, score on both of them.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see. Oh man, yeah, you could have threw a what's the name? Threw a rock in the crowd at Kansas City Chiefs and came out with a winner. The Seattle Chargers. Seattle. I think we were talking about that.
Seattle.
Geno Smith, like, look, I don't want to hear nothing more about no damn Russell Wilson.
Right. I told you, didn't I tell you that? I was like, he's gonna be fired up. They was all fired up though.
But
whole team was fired up.
Yo, we got Kenny Walker in our league. Yeah. 168 yards.
I think Mayhem.
Nah, he don't got Kenny Walker. I looked at it. He got Jacobs.
It's probably Zeke.
He got Jacobs and Henry. So Zeke must got Kenny Walker.
Hold on, let me find out. I'm about to find out right now.
I think it's 3,000.
I'm hating. What's the name? Marquise Goodwin.
Yeah, it's 3,000.
Yeah. Marquise Goodwin. He ended up with catching 4 or 5 targets for 2 touchdowns. Not sure. Metcalf was a disappointment. So I don't know who had Metcalf, but I know
he got hurt.
He was.
Yeah,
hurt. Yeah.
Lockett, he was coming off. He was iffy going into the game, but he ended up at least having double digits. He didn't do a whole lot. From the Chargers standpoint, once again, man, Eckler, you set and forget it. He gives you league winning performance again. I had him last year. I should have picked him. I was like, man, I can't go to the well twice. I should have picked him again this year if I had the chance. Man, 96 yards receiving, 31 yards rushing. He had 12 receptions on 12 targets.
Who? Eckler?
Eckler, yeah.
Yeah.
Herbert gave you
that team, man. I think that coach about to get fired, man. That team got so much weapons.
Yeah, something happened with Herbert. He ain't taking as many deep shots as he was.
Nah.
I wanted to steal that rib situation.
Well, maybe is Keenan Allen that much of a part of it too? Because Keenan Allen wasn't 100%.
No, he wasn't. That's why I ain't starting him on my other joint. Let's see. All right, man. Last one, we can wrap this thing up and at least get into the waivers. Miami, Pittsburgh. Mostert look like must start. Ended up with 20 points here, 79 yards rushing, quarter receiving touchdown. Waddle, we talked about being matchup proof. Him and Hill. The one thing about Hill, though, from my understanding, he hasn't scored a touchdown since like week 2 or week 3, right?
Since Tua got hurt, he hasn't scored.
Yeah, so he definitely been due for a blow up game here.
Yeah, but they said that their timing was a little bit off. They said that he was open.
I heard they say
like 2 times he should have had a touchdown.
Yeah, they said Tua was he was inaccurate this game, like real bad.
What y'all think? So okay, y'all had a sample size of Miami, right? Do you think?
Damn, man.
Do you see the performance or do you see the potential that I saw in the preseason and then since I've been calling them out? Like, have you seen the potential? Like, because when Tubi is on point and healthy, he was throwing for like 300-something yards, 4 touchdowns. Like that one game against Ravens, he just torched them before he got hurt.
Yeah, if Tua healthy, then they're gonna do numbers. But if Tua healthy, in one league I got Tua and Waddle, and they've been doing it for me. If Tua did,
You got both. You got both of them.
Yep.
Wow, that's you looked up on that. I got either 1-on-1. I got Tua and Water or Tua and Hill.
Yeah, it was playing though. Like when I went into the season on my draft, I wanted to get Tua and one of the because I knew that I get Tua late. So I got one of the receivers like in the second or third round. I got Tua maybe in the fourth round or something. So
yeah, you could have picked up Tua. Like in most of the drafts, I saw Tua wasn't going that early.
Yeah, I always try to get like a boom or bust. I'm normally pretty good. Like somebody that I think can do crazy numbers. Like when Tua was in college, I thought he was the most accurate quarterback that I've ever seen. I just know he had no arm, but I thought he was the most accurate quarterback I've ever seen play. Like it's like, yo, man, he like walked that joint over to you. Like, here you go. But it's just
Which I think about
range.
What you think about Pinkins, the receiver from Pittsburgh?
Oh, look, I was going to get him Pittsburgh. Y'all touching any of those receivers? Like how y'all Pickens had 6 for 61 and a touchdown. Johnson, he hit everybody. Pickens had six targets. Frymouth had 9. Johnson had 10. How you get 10 targets and still only get 42 yards?
But a lot of them were contested. Like he was like trying to throw it into coverage. He wasn't open. And I don't know, man. I think honestly they're gonna trade one of those receivers, Claypool or
I wish they trade Hurst. They don't want a team that can use him.
Yeah, I ain't messing with nothing on Pittsburgh offense, yo.
What? Not fair move? You need tight ends?
Maybe you like need a tight end, like if you have to, but yeah, yo. I ain't trust Pittsburgh offense since they had
So they got they on the screen the ESPN joint. Matt Ryan bench for the season. J.C. Jackson corner for Chargers. He out for the season. Brees Hall
bench for the season.
How do you make that? How do you make that proclamation?
Right
when it's so many games
wasn't even that bad though. Like he wasn't disastrous bad. I don't know.
Right, you know what I mean? Like you just traded for the bad.
He was. He
must have peed in a coach's shoes or something, yo. He must have did something.
He definitely was getting sacked a bunch of times. I bet you that he's leading in sacks.
I'm thinking of it. He like, look, man, don't play me. This some boys. Like,
yeah, I'm like 42. Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, he kicked him in the ball. Let's see. So that's pretty much it, man. So let's wrap it up, fellas, with the waiver pick. How many y'all ready? Raise your hand if you're sure.
I'm ready.
No, I know you ready, Jose. All right. Jose ready. Yeah, he probably ain't even looked at this waiver choice yet. Right. He ready.
I'll wait for just go around circles. If they don't know, we just
Terrence, who you looking at this week?
I know he got to start with Jose. He said.
All right, Jose. Who you got? Give me 5, Jose.
You already know Jose will be like 5 and take up all the good weight. Look, Jose, it's only so many waivers that you can really pick up, yo. So if he gives you 5,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you when Jose say. I'm gonna tell you if they actually waiver material, whether or not they what's the name less than 50% on that.
You ready? Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. So one would be his name is DeLuch, Greg DeLuch, tight end from from Denver. If you need a tight end, he's an up-and-coming tight end. He ran a 4.3 and a 40, I think, 4.4 and a 40. He had let me see what he had last game.
What's his name? DeLuch? Oh yeah, Greg DeLuch for Denver.
He had 9 targets, 6 receiving for 51 yards. Yep, tight end. He's a rookie. Okay. Chad, Otto. That's another one.
Okay.
That I spoke about earlier.
That's a tight end for Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, that's another tight end. Another person. So with the trade with Robinson, well, Etienne's handcuff would be Jermichael Hasty. He came from San Francisco. He can catch. He can run. Give a little burst on explosive. So he is somebody that if you need a running back if Etienne go down, he would be the next man up.
I'm just letting y'all know that Jose is leading in terms of what's his name? ITP Player of the Week. He leading all vote getters right now.
What's that?
You.
What's ITP?
In the pocket.
There you go. He just lost it right there, yo.
Hey, look, hey, G. You remember Martin when he was like, "It go on your in, it go on your out."
You want to keep going on? Because I got some more.
Hold on, let me get a couple, y'all. I just lost my whole chain of thought messing with this guy, yo.
All right, look, I got one. I'm gonna go with the guy I brought up last week, Wandale Robinson. Somebody got to catch the ball for.
Right, you was a week early on that.
Yeah.
So, that's how it be. That's why all my joints are week early pick. Well, now they're not gonna be a week early because I got all these jokers I'm about to name.
And then my other one is Gus Edwards because I know ain't nobody have him.
Yeah.
Somebody picked him up in our league.
For real?
Yo, I'm going with obvious.
Who picked him up before the game started?
I think House Starks.
Come on, bam!
Put that L to me. Put that ass whipping.
Somebody who don't listen to the podcast because we definitely didn't mention him.
Another receiver says Metcalf is out. Oh my man, go ahead.
Nah, man, you're gonna take it. So look, I'm going with all obvious joints now, man. Only because I did it a week early. Like Terrence said, you gotta be a week early on these, and right now y'all a week late if you get them. But at the end of your league, you need to get them. Zappy, gotta go get them, yo. I saw that coming 2 weeks ago. Gotta pick up Zappy. Second, yo, you gotta pick up. Oh, I'm gonna tell you another person that's not rostered. I was shocked. It's only on 10% of rosters. Zach Wilson, right? Like if you're in a deep league and a league, yo, you gotta
garbage,
go get him, yo. Yo, I mean, we talking waivers. Who on waivers did y'all name that's gonna give you more points than the starting quarterback?
Zach Wilson, though.
What's he been giving? He's been giving to you what, 10 points?
But who did you think that tight end gonna give you 10 points?
Two tight ends.
Yo, do you think that tight end gonna give you? If you need to put somebody in a flex, who did y'all name that's gonna give you more points than Zappy or Zach Williams? I'm waiting.
No, Zappy, yes. You didn't say Zappy.
Zappy, yeah, Zappy, but not Zach Williams.
You said
who
Zach
did you guys name?
Hey, Gene, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Golf gave me negative 0.87. I can see Zach Wilson doing that.
Nah, but he ain't did it yet though. He ain't give you negative 8, yo, and he ain't playing against Dallas defense next week. So look,
who playing next week?
I had Josh Allen last year. He gave me negative 18.
Josh Allen?
Yeah. Because of sacks, we get points. Remember, we get points.
He ain't give you negative 18 points in those games.
Last year, yeah, I was complaining. I was complaining last year. I had
negative 18
5 sacks, 3 interceptions. I'm like,
that's what Jared Goff just had, and it was only like -3 or something.
And third, yo, pick up Herbert from Chicago, yo.
Herbert.
Yeah. The running back, the backup.
Running back.
These are all players you watching right now.
These are all players that I have. These are all players that I have, but they're all sleeping though.
The pool there. We can't pick them up. You holding them.
Huh?
I said, how you gonna say the name people you got already?
Yeah, we're talking to the world. Yeah, we talking to people who's not rostered, who's less than 20-30% rostered.
Herbert is 54% rostered.
Oh, he is now. So that's still 54%. That's still on low over half.
Listen, person who's 1% rostered that y'all need to pick up is Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin. I knew you was gonna say that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Marquise Goodwin is a good one. Who you got anybody turn you want to throw in there?
I still want to take notes. Sorry, Turn. I still want to take notes real quick on who did y'all name the next 2 or 3 weeks that's gonna add up to more points than Zach Wilson. Let's keep note of that.
Please do. Hold on. You want to go?
Hold on, wait a second. Wait a second. Who you saying in the entire draft?
Out of 32 names that Jose done spit out right now.
Gene, let me tell you this. Daniel Jones is only 34% owned. So I know him right there. he eclipsed Zach
Well,
Wilson
who said
all day
Daniel
every
Jones
day.
though?
Huh?
Well, who said Daniel Jones?
I'm just saying nobody yet.
Nah,
But
that's
I'm
not
saying
what the argument was. Out of the 35 names that Jose spit out, which one of them names are going to do more numbers than Zach Wilson?
Hold on. Let's clear this up. You're talking about a 2-quarterback league. If we're talking
even
about
in a 2-quarterback league, he's not top 24.
But
he's that bad.
You're talking the people I call is going to give 10 points or more, at least.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Okay. We got to make sure this documented because I got.
No, they're not.
So I got. I'm gonna run all the people I think. Daniel Jones only 34% on. Justin Fields 29% on. Marcus Mariota 26% on. Davis Mills 5%. Davis Mills will beat him every time. Who else? I think.
I know, but I couldn't use y'all though, right? So we going deeper down the well, yo.
All right, Gus Edwards. I think he give you more than 10 points.
You need somebody. You need somebody that's gonna get all the reps. That's what you're looking for when you get this deep into it, and you win.
But in our league, and I mean, if you're looking at our league specifically, the quarterback can, as you saw with Jared Goff, you losing 2 points for interceptions, fumbles, sacks.
Yeah, that's
set up to where your quarterback can really, really hurt you. Because Rodney was doing that funny math, trying to make the quarterbacks not good, So, so in our league, I would not play Zach Wilson.
Hey, look, I try to even things out. That's what I get.
Quick, came back and bitch in the butt.
Hey, look.
Man threw 250 yards, got negative points.
Hey, Rodney, you see, so in both leagues, right? Start with my league. So the pool that they do weekly for the most points, right? So I was only I came to the game 12 points behind Vermont, or maybe 14 points with Herbert playing. So Vermont just text, yo, where Montgomery at, right? Because Herbert getting all the work. I'm about to pass him. Then in the podcast league, I won the week by a half a point, yo.
Yeah, I'm looking. House Stock had 164.36. What you know, 165?
Yeah, yo. By a little more than a half a point.
And look, Gene, but look, and the thing is, he got Justin Fields and got him on the bench, and Gus Edwards. Had both of them on the bench.
Right, but his quarterback and his flex did better than what Justin Fields doing now, right?
No, he started.
Yeah, but he had Jamar Chase. Hold on,
he started.
No, House of Stark. You talking about House of Stark?
No, we're talking about the other person that's in the 160.
Yeah, House Stark.
House of
Stark, yeah.
That's how
he had Jamar Chase, IU, Aaron Jones. He had some big top players. Man, and he had Fields on the bench.
He got two studs sitting on the bench. He got
Gus
Edwards had 18 and Fields had 19.
I would never start Tannehill because
why would you
Fields got potential for rushing.
I say that, but I started golf. So let me be quiet. I can't talk about nobody.
What team you got, yo?
I give props, Gene. You got a nice squad.
I'm the
thank you. I appreciate that.
Gene got a squad, man.
Yeah, Harmon saves you really because he don't really do much that.
Backhanded compliment he just gave me, yo.
No,
but nice squad. Harmon saves you really.
Listen, but this is what I'm about to say. Your squad is Waddle and Cooper Kupp and Mahomes and Ertz. Those some big solid players. That by themselves can beat. And you got Robinson.
This is what I'm hoping on. I'm hoping
So you ain't gonna hold on. So you're gonna talk about Dallas the defense.
And you got Dallas defense too. That's good.
And so you're gonna talk about the genius in the 14-team league of picking up Zeke and Pollard at the same time. I'm getting 30 points.
Nah, they're not your bread and butter. Your bread and butter is
they're not gonna give you props for that, Gene.
Waddle and Home. No, I give you props.
Yeah, give me
when
props
you first
on
said
Ertz,
that.
you know, like,
When you first said that, listen. When you first came on,
Ertz is a dog throw.
Listen, when you first came on and said you was using 2 running backs, I agree with that. I had no issue with that. But when you're looking at your team, your squad, your main meat and bones is Mahomes, Waddle, Cooper Kupp, and Dallas defense.
Jose, I don't care how I get there.
I don't want to hear nothing about nobody else's team. Anytime my kicker can outscore my defense and my second quarterback in the same game.
Rodney, we been hating, man. Look, man, we done put the last 2 podcasts, like Terrence said, yeah, we done put energy talking about your team the whole first 10 minutes of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done with the whole, like, we done let you vent for the last.
I ain't done. I ain't done yet.
We got the mad rapper over here. Tell him why you mad, son.
Hold up, man.
Why you mad?
Why you mad?
Where my ball at? I'm getting ready to take. I'm getting ready to do that.
I had 0. He's like, man, I had 0 for New Orleans.
They bring the good ball to the Omen Gym. I'm about to hit the end broadcast on y'all. Get my ball back.
Right.
I just realized you had 0 for New Orleans. What made you get New Orleans defense?
Man, look, did we just say we ain't gonna talk about my team no more? I'm done. like Gene said, I understand. That's not my problem. It's y'all problem. Y'all the ones that got tormented as kids.
Right, yeah, that's not your issue, yeah.
That's not my issue.
Right.
All right, fellas.
Hey, so I get my $15. I get my lunch. That joke can go to Terrence tickets. I get my $15.
Get that man his $15 and appreciate his high points.
So
please get this man his cake.
So hold up.
Okay, get his man his flowers. Give him his flowers.
I'm gonna be late today.
So hold up. So I'm gonna get this straight, right? So you don't like the format, right? But you're able to get this is how the format because you play head to head. You're able to get highest score for the week. Plus, at the end, you get to get if you win all of it, another incentive.
I would rather to both them points. I would rather just get all the money at the end than get $15 a week first. Second, the format doesn't work. I don't like it because you don't play defense. So what y'all were saying over text, I got what y'all are saying, and you like it because you've been doing it your whole life. That's fine.
And you like yours because you've been doing yours your whole.
That logic makes sense if I could defend you. I can't defend you, so I don't agree with that logic. So we can agree.
You can't defend me.
You don't. There's no my team is better than everybody's team.
Prevent you from scoring.
Right, my team is better than everybody's team. So the way my league plays, I know my team is better because at the end I'll have more points than everyone. Right. I could just get somebody that had a hot week, but I can't defend you. You just happen to score 1 point more than me, which happened 3 times.
So could we say? I mean, when I'm racing on the track, right? It's about who run the fastest. You can't defend the man next to you, right? You gotta beat who you up against. Some days that dude might be slow. Some days that dude might be fast. Shut it down, Rodney. Shut it down.
That's just like this, right?
Nah, son, nah.
That's just like this. We would think that Patriots was going to beat Chicago because we would think that they're a better coach, better team, right? They don't have the better players than Patriots. I don't believe. This is my assumption. But it's give or take of who's going to win by who they play and how they play.
But so they can stop them though.
Playing against you,
logical. See, where you go wrong at is when you kind of try to put real football in it. When you try to put real football in it.
It is real football.
It's not. You can't defend anybody,
I put money on the player I drafted. It's real football. That player better produce. And if he ain't producing, I'm going to bench him. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I think you negative points.
I'm going against another person. It's world life competition.
Anyway. It don't matter because I'm a winner joint anyway, so it's irrelevant, yeah. Like it's irrelevant.
I'm telling you are gonna go off in the regular season, and then you're gonna end up losing to Rodney.
exactly. No, exactly. That's look, hey Gene, that's why I'm on your side in this argument because both you and House Stock right now blowing up, right? And watch neither one of y'all make it to the championship game.
Nah. So look, here's my point.
Hey, that's life.
That's life. That's
your
NFL.
team was not better. Your team was not better.
That's not fair.
Right,
I don't agree with that at all.
Listen, if you have a football team,
let's say you like living in the past.
Prime example, Tampa Bay, right? Everybody thought Tampa Bay was supposed to go to the Super Bowl this year or have a playoff type of team, right? They got good players. They're just not performing, right?
No, the thing is, listen, the problem, that's not what Gene's saying. Gene's saying his team performing.
His team is not performing.
What you mean his team not performing? He got the number one scoring team in the league.
It's just like real life. You got certain teams that got the highest points,
man, you can't have a bum team come in and like if I beat Gene one week, that don't make my team or me a better GM. That just means I had a high week.
Look. There was a season where Dallas
ain't that
leading.
the NFL though?
Nah,
there was a season where Dallas was leading.
Ain't that last year? Look at last year. Last year, the Colts was supposed to easily get into the playoffs, right?
So
what happened? Jacksonville came in and beat them and knocked them out.
So
is anybody saying that? Yo, they lost to a fluke team. You know what I'm talking about? You know what game I'm talking about?
Y'all talking about one instance of a game of season. We talking about a season-long format.
Yeah, but it's a game. Every week is a game.
Every week is a game. The same thing was happening with Baltimore. Baltimore a couple of years ago when they was going off, killing.
So
and then what they do? They lost the first game.
So Rodney, what week did the playoffs
happens all the time?
No, 16. So look, no, think about this.
So the playoffs start week 16, right?
So listen, no, hold on a second. So y'all bringing up instances where one team beat another team that was hot, but then the next week that same team loses, right? Like it's not like they're going to win.
It's part of managing your team.
That's exactly.
You're playing somebody every week.
Some team like
how do you manage your team to be somebody else's team?
Listen. Some in the NFL and in the NBA, to me, sometimes people manage their team to not get hot too early. You don't want to get hot too early. You want to get hot at the right time. Gene, you're too hot right now.
What happened?
No such thing in fantasy.
So listen.
Yes, it is. Yes,
what
it
happened?
is. That year when I got Tebow. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
So what happens if the playoffs start week 16 and I crush the first game, right? And even week 17 or week 18 playoffs, half my roster not there because they're resting. Then what?
Hey, Jay, hold on, Jay. No, hold on, Jay. I already know where they're gonna go. Jose said he draft based on week 16, 17. So
around this time, around week 8, 9, you start thinking about
Jose
looking at playoff schedules.
Jose said he drafted for week 17, 18.
Yes. No, I don't draft week 17. I draft one set. I draft one set for my beginning season, and then I drive for another set that I felt was going to pick up in the second.
There's no such thing as getting too hot too early in the
yes, it
is. Yes, it is.
It's not because it's not. It may feel that way, but it's not because if that was true, you wouldn't pick up waivers. You'd be like, "Nah, I don't want to get too hot too early." You wouldn't pick up any waivers early in the season.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the version of getting hot too early when you got a squad that's going off, right? And you've been killing all year, so you start relaxing, right? Where other people they looking at the schedules.
How do you relax?
You ain't got to be on the waiver wire because your team is hot. You don't have to look at the waiver wire. You see what I'm saying? Like where somebody like me or you, we trying to figure out every week because we scraping the bottom barrel. Gene don't got to do that. Some people don't got to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but with
I'm building. I've never seen a waiver field team win the championship. I've seen teams that have suspect players win, but never would they had a team full of waiver players win the joint.
You know
what?
Listen,
you are tripping. It's a person every year who comes around week 13 and wins the joint for everybody, and he ain't did nothing all year.
Nope. Only time I seen waivers come into play is if they pick up the guy who picked, like, they came in as a handcuff early in the season because somebody got hurt, like somebody who picked up.
You tripping? You tripping? No, you tripping?
Was it Breece Hall's replacement, or who else got hurt early in the year this year so far? That went down early in the year. Like, that's the only time I've seen it. There's nobody wins waivers on week 14.
Yes, they do. Like it's players. Okay,
now if you had a terrible team,
I'll give you a prime example. Wendell Robinson, right? Wendell Robinson he's a player that's just starting to come out, right? If he gets hot because he's the next man up, he's starting to get his rhythm. They're starting to utilize him. He's going to get hot. He's going to run you into the playoff as being a hot person, where the other receivers that you drafted before him are running down. Because if you got, let's say, Stephon Diggs, right? He's going to be hot.
What control do you have over somebody being hot or cold as a fantasy manager?
You bench him. As a fantasy person,
why would I bench Stephon Diggs?
Because you wouldn't bench Stephon Diggs. But what I'm saying is that their numbers are going to go down towards the middle to rest him. He's going to probably play when it gets to like week 15, week 17. They're going to slow him down. They're going to play other people because they don't want to wear him out into the playoff.
The only time that I can see from a pure mathematical standpoint, in terms, you can appreciate this from a stat standpoint, is if you got a player overperforming his expected production early in the season, right? We already know that people who outperform their expected totals usually regress down to the mean, right? So if somebody like what's the dude CEH, right? Clyde Edwards-Helaire had like 8 touchdowns first 4 weeks. We already know his season output for on average is going to be maybe 6 touchdowns. So you already know at that point in time he's probably going to trail off. But other than that, you don't have no control over what a player does. Like, for example, with Henry or whatever, or with Jason, with Taylor or whatever, they start off slow. Now, one of the reasons we know they're going to pick up is based on what they traditionally have done, right? Their numbers are going to regress back to the mean based on usage, unless the usage changes. But others, starting somebody, hoping they get hot or they start hot too early, you have no control over that.
Well, I mean, you're taking the concept wrong. The control mean is you're managing your team. Like, even if you're using by points, right? When you're doing by points, you're trying to put whoever's going to put the most points to get the most points for each week to build your points to get to the end where you have more points than everybody else. But once you're playing that format, if you already got Kelsey, Mahomes, Waddle, you're already there's no way you're going to come down because they're going to ride high all the way. Your momentum is all the way up.
That's not true because we've been playing this for 16 years and very.
No, I was gonna say if it wasn't a history.
Last year was the only time someone went from like week 3 to the end with the lead. The only time. It fluctuates a ton. You're always in it until maybe the last. You could be out of 14 people. You could be 10th, but you're in it until the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
We have way more.
You still got to manage your roster.
You manage your roster. You put the best.
You got to manage your roster.
Yo, that's only the case if you got a small league. If you got like an 8 or 9 team league and your team is stacked, but when you get to 12 to 14 teams, that's not the case.
But you're putting your best player. You're putting your best team to get the most points, right?
Because attrition is. You do that with anything that you're playing.
Right. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out where does that change at?
So what I'm trying to say is that the format of going head to head.
Look, even
putting the best team to beat the next person.
Listen, even to your point, Jose, when you said that you're going to keep playing the best player and then you're just going to win. Okay, he had the best draft. He has the best team. So in that case, you got to hope attrition takes care of that situation because it's a 17, 18 team league.
Yeah, but if I'm playing head to head,
game season.
If I'm playing head to head, I have a 50-50 chance of beating that person who has a
Right, and it's more luck. It's more luck. You have a 50-50 chance.
Not more luck
because you don't know. You can't control
you just
what
said
the other
50-50 means
done.
50-50 means it's
but you're saying it's luck. It's not luck.
50-50 means it's luck. It's more luck. Look, any statistician will tell you your laws of probability are lesser when you can't affect what somebody else is doing. If you're 50-50, you're 50-50. Like if my team is better than yours, like right now, right? My team is clearly one of the top 3 teams in the league. Any statistician, and you just said it, I have a better chance at winning the championship in the way my league runs because my team is better. And this league, the probabilities are increasingly less because it's more randomized. Then it's even more randomized once you get to the playoffs. Because your players may not even be there that got you there.
How's it randomized?
No way that you can defend it as being like more like, you know, that like you're in more control over what happens. I'm not saying that you can't like it better, but the reasons that you've given just aren't accurate, yo.
Well, all right. So if I'm playing you, man, if I'm playing you head to head, you're better. Your team is better than mine, right? Your team is better than mine, without a doubt.
We can agree to disagree. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying. Your
but
team
it's not 50-50 if the team is better.
No, but I have a 50-50 chance by how I manage my team to play you, because I'm playing you for just one person to try to beat that one game. If I put the right matchup,
you're not matching up with me. You're just matching up with your own whatever you're doing.
You only can match up with what you have. Like it's not like you can go grab somebody that's a stud.
You know what? I'm distracted right now, but Jose is right. What are you talking about? You are matching up with somebody. Like it's one-on-one. Like you got to beat the person in front of you. How are you not matching up with somebody?
Yeah, like I picked up. I didn't even have.
All right, so
Gibson.
So turn.
I didn't even have Gibson. I had
Jose, tell me this. Tell me this, Jose. With our game, put the matchup that I had on my team that would beat your team. Based on the performance this week, right now I'm losing 126.
Your team was not good. What you talking? I mean, I'm confused.
No, but that's the point, right? Your point is that anybody can win, that you can affect.
I disagree. It's not 50-50.
I'm about to get you.
It's not 50-50. Yeah,
I'm about to get you, right?
Yeah.
If I was your team, right? Looking at my matchup,
I'm listening.
I would have went and got players. Like I wouldn't have played golf against Dallas defense.
Put this lineup based on who I have. Put the lineup together that would have competed with your team.
But you also have free agency waiver. And if you
I gotta compete with other people. Like remember, it's not just we don't just pick players that we want. You got to compete with those people.
Yeah, but that's part
really
of
where the only competition come in at.
I compete with everybody.
So even that's right. Even that's right.
You got Dallas Schultz that you could have picked up. You got the guys that we talk about. You could have picked up in place of golf. In place of who else?
I'd have played Schultz instead of golf.
In place of Myers, I wouldn't have played Myers. That's just me. Jacoby Myers, I would not have played him. I would have found another receiver. New Orleans, I wouldn't have played New Orleans. That's just me.
Man, that's
just me.
I'm talking about based on who we have.
You can't say based on what your roster is because you could always change your roster. You could pick up players even if you're competing with all of us.
Jose, that means I would be able to I would have to hit on all your sleepers every week in order to compete based on that loss.
They're in free agency now.
That means I would have to.
You ain't been on advice all year. He been giving you people all year.
All year they've been in free agency.
I think the point is.
I mean, he is right though. Hardman, when did you get Hardman?
From a numerical standpoint,
I drafted Hardman.
Oh, you been holding Hardman all that time?
Thank you. No. Thank you.
Well, not.
But
it is players out there. This league right here got the most people on waivers ever. You know, every week it's like 20. It's like 3 or 4. It's like 4 or 5 people who drop 20 points.
The only
Look,
reason
they
why
just picked up Gus Edwards this week.
Listen to me. Hold on a second. I'll concede
You
the
just
point
picked up
that there's
Zappy.
some people on waivers, but the only reason why that as many people on waivers is because we have a short bench. In most cases, we wouldn't have this short of a bench. Like I said, this was a mistake on my part.
But we talking about
bench.
the
Well,
situation
you stated the game between me and you, who's available
It wasn't
in your team. You have players available.
So to your point of me picking up Zappy, so I picked up Zappy in my other league, but I also picked up Zappy.
No, I thought you was last man in finals. You're not glass man in finals.
Yeah, I picked up Zappy. I did pick up Zappy though in my league. I picked up Zappy when whatchamacallit was coming back. I just took a chance, and it looked like it's about to pay off.
Yeah, but
right, these are swings. It's not like these calculated what you call it?
What
swings?
What swings?
They swings. They sleepers. They ain't name me one person that you could have guaranteed was going to outproduce.
Ain't nobody guaranteed no week.
Anybody
can hurt any week.
Anybody can get hurt.
Exactly.
Leonard Fournette gave me 4 points this week.
So once again,
golf was going to give you 1 point.
So once again, it's random. It has not mathematically. It does not show that you're the best player.
It's matchup. Your matchup against my matchup was not going to work because the players that you were playing tough teams.
Yeah, I keep saying this. If you like the format, I understand that. But you can't say mathematically you're proving that you're the best. That you had the best team based on the format.
No, the best team.
It's not the best team.
The best team is the best manager.
Yeah,
the best manager throughout the season. It's a marathon.
Yeah, but that's a good point. Let me say something. That's a good point because I do think the points version is whoever can draft the best, and that's why I don't like it because you can draft, and if you have a good draft, you can chill. You know, like Gene team going off, so he don't really have to focus on those last playoff weeks because he can just sit and be like, yo, I'm 200 points ahead of everybody. Ain't nobody catching me. You know what I mean?
But that really happens though. That never happens though.
I only played that version. I only played that version one time. So that's the way it looked to me.
Only time I've ever seen that happen. It wasn't from a draft. The dude drafted well, but he also had a trade that made a lot of
trades. He had 2 trades that put him over the top. That was crazy. That was just dumb. That was dumb. That's the only time that happened. 17 years, yo, straight. My league has never missed a year. 17 years straight. That's the only time that has happened. Rodney, you've been about what? 13 now?
Yeah,
at least.
I've never seen it not come down to the wire.
Hey. Matter of fact, I'm about to send a text out to everybody that won a championship. I've been had it in my phone for a minute.
You won a championship,
huh?
Yeah, he won it. Ain't tell Sean where he got the money from, though. Right. See how he froze on that?
Yeah, but see, hold on. This is my thing, though, Rodney.
I'm actually trying to get back to the 2021 version of this league when we did the points. To see what the final,
this is my point is, Rodney, you've won in the league that we was in with JR too, right?
Yeah.
And the people, it ain't never nobody who is a bum wins. It's always somebody who is decent. So to me, that shows that you gotta have a little bit of skill. It ain't just all luck in the head-to-head joint. So you gotta have some skill.
So I agree. No, you do have to have some skill, right? So I agree that you do. You can't just. It's not just basically I pick a team and I randomly win. What I'm saying is that I think it could be unfair to people who actually who may do a good job throughout the season, and it just so happen basically, at the end of the year they don't win it.
That's what I don't understand. If in the league you have teams that are ranked the number 1 offense, but they're not, their scores are not the same, their record is not the same as their output. There's people who are sorry and last in output, but their record is good. It's life. It's when I'm playing against another team, I'm building my team to beat that team. I'm putting the people that's going to beat that team. It may not beat the whole season, but it's going to beat that team that week because my goal is to try to beat that team. When you got that last year where there was no motivation. There's no motivation to beat because I can't really beat somebody next week with points. I got to try to find and scramble to see who's going to get the most points. I had to dig all the way through waivers just to get to
Isn't that what you just told me to do?
Yeah, but this different. This different. I have a better chance competing against somebody that I can know who they have. If I know that you got Mahomes, right? But Mahomes is playing Buffalo. I know Mahomes going to output almost like 40, 50 points. So I got to make up that difference. I don't know how many points I'm going to have to look at everybody's team, see how much you're going to make a whole. That's not realistic. A realistic thing is I got my team that I drafted. You got your team that you drafted. Let's compete. Let's see who put the best players in that week to win. That format of, points all the way through the season and just see it to me, it's not fun.
Yeah, but they saying that was just last season. Because last season wasn't fun. To me,
it's still,
I think that's what it comes down to is whether or not you believe it's to be fun. Like it has nothing to do with all other stuff we just talked about. Is I like that version of the league. That's what you're saying. I think that's fun to me. But all the things.
I think I have a better chance. That's what just me. I think I have a better chance.
If you make the playoffs, I think you do, because it definitely becomes more randomized at that point in time.
I just know if I'm putting my money on something, I want to have really a say so. I want to have every week of opportunity to try to win, to get the best chance that I can to make money. I mean, that's just me.
But think about it. You're not making money every week though.
I could
unless we do it like we're doing here. You do a weekly pot for the.
I have the potential, but most formats are like that. The leagues I've been in always give money for the highest pay for the highest team.
I like that. Yeah,
So
they to me, it's like that's like a combination. You get money for the highest paid.
We also get
money for the champ.
But we also get pick'ems where you pick. There's a pick'em section in your Yahoo that you could pick who's going to win out the teams. So it's 3 formats to try to win. Your whole thing is to try to maximize the win.
I thought about doing that because we used to do that in JR League. Had a pick'em joint, I think.
Yeah, my whole argument is this. Gene's upset because he's the highest point. He is the highest point team in the league, and he feels why is he 3-3?
I'm about to be 4-3, buddy.
Well, 4-3. Okay.
Look,
we got the same record, and I got the second lowest.
I've had the exceptional. I had and I know Terrence commented on this when I texted, but the first 2 weeks was exceptional. Like I might have did a 150 and somebody did 152. Then I did 153, somebody did 154. Like it was like I lost to the highest point getter every week that I lost the game. So,
but you got mad, lost to me,
and I had crazy points. You wouldn't have beat me. You wouldn't have beat me that week, Jose. You wouldn't have beat me that week.
You sent that text after I beat you.
Right, but you wouldn't have beat me those other weeks. I'm just saying, 99% of the league wouldn't have won. It was the luck of the draw. It was flukish.
If I was competing you at any time that week, I would have put the best team to try to compete against you.
Don't worry about it. So you wouldn't put your best team anyway? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm trying to beat my other team. I don't care
about gosh. Okay, I'm done. Hey, in the podcast, please. Let's go.
I'm trying to beat that next week. I don't care. Whoever give me the best matchup.
Hit the yo man. That's what I have all the time. You say you wouldn't try to put your best team out there. That's what I don't get.
My best team is the team that's going to beat the next team. That's my best team. That's nobody's design. That's my design. That's how I play my team. I put the team to beat the next team. I don't draft to beat every team. I draft to beat the teams that I play.
No, what about not so much to beat every team, but to put your best team out there, like to score the most points. Like I'm not sure why that's not.
You can't because I'm gonna tell you this. I had Kirk Cousins
because you play daily, right?
Yeah,
you play DFS.
That's different though.
DFS is you want to put the best team out there to try to score the most points.
Yeah, that's
right?
different. That's different.
So
unless you're playing 50-50. Unless you're playing 50-50. If you're playing 50-50, then it's a different strategy.
Put a nice floor team.
Yeah.
You put whoever's going to make the average good points. All I'm doing is trying to find the right mix to get to the playoff, because the playoff is where it matters. You can go. One time I went 10-0 all the way to the playoffs, and I lost the first round because all my starters was benched because they were trying to save them for the playoff. So
they don't save them bammas week 14. Week 14, ain't nobody saving them that long.
Week 16.
Y'all had the first playoff game week 16. Well, that's bad. Whoever was the GM or the
that's the
whoever ran that league.
That's the rules.
Just
like the rules we got here is we get a sack point for 5 points for a sack.
There's not 5 points for a sack.
How you gonna talk about that man? He right here. You gonna just
first of all, you're wrong. It's not 5 points for a sack.
It feel like that.
I was looking at Ronnie's face. His face started changing. Like, oh, it's back to me.
Yeah. Look, I told you. Gene already set up. It's y'all. Y'all got the issue. Yeah.
Hold up. We don't got the issue. We never sent it out in the text. We never sent out the text after someone got beat. Like, hey, how am I the top team and I'm not even the number one?
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you calling out the sack point, the negative points on sacks.
Yeah,
y'all piled on. That's a y'all issue.
I apologize. It's like what 0.5, I think. It's like 0.5. Hey, look, I'm going to get my I'm going to peak early and get these waivers started. Last year I had Josh Allen and he was averaging sometimes 40, and then there'll be another week he'd be averaging negative something. And I'll be pissed every time we come in here.
That's all right.
I'm like
and G League, I can score 300 points if I put the right squad together. points are plenty in that league.
It's a lot of points in that league. Your league points hard to come by, Joe. This league, you got.
I want to know
the fact that y'all put up 160 something is a surprise to me. We weren't doing that last year.
Why we haven't got invited to it? Why
y'all invited if you want? I mean, well, the real reason, now that you got the format, I don't know if you want to play, but the second reason is because we got to get an opening, yo. Like we kind of family deep in that joint.
Listen.
But we did have 2 slots this year, but they was taken by enemies and shit.
All right.
So, y'all more than welcome though, Terrence, next year.
I'm ready to
if y'all want to earn $2,200 real quick, $2,400.
Hey, hold on. Y'all only play the top player? Is it the second place?
Top 3. Top 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because last year I was just doing 1, right?
Nah, we did 3 last year. First place,
top 3.
I thought y'all had you came on here saying last year talking about it was bad. They didn't put all that money to like the second round place or second place.
Yeah, first place get 2,200. Second place get 4. Right? Am I doing the math right? And I think third place get 200.
Third place get their money back.
Yeah, so third place get 200. Second place get 4, and first place get 2,200.
I'm with it.
So you got a shot. So even in that format, you still got a shot. Hold on, was that Herbert? No, they put Montgomery back in. Damn. Yo, whoever put the Patriots defense, they're about to give up 33, yo.
I got them. I'm like, really?
This.
But it's helped me in my pick'em league though. Now I get to split the pot. Because
I'd have picked them too playing against the Bears, yo, but not tonight.
Yeah, all right, fellas. Get off here, fellas.
Yeah. Like I
good chat, good arguing with y'all, man.
I just want y'all to know we spent the extra 40 minutes on in broadcast having this discussion.
And still, it's no conclusion.
No conclusion. I'm walking away with my headphones off, ready to slam the joint thing.
Man, we all old enough to know that you can't change the
not only did y'all argue me down on the format, the Jose tried to throw a little salt on my joint to my these damn points. Sorry, though. I'll talk to y'all, man.
Hey, Terrence, you see how both of them were bad because both of them lost.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be right to my team start consistently put up 100 points.
Roddy be mad all year. We just gonna have to deal with this.
Exactly.
We give out waiver wires.
Hey, look, don't let me start the broadcast no more until my team put up at least 100 points.
All right, y'all.
All right, fellas.
All right, fellas. Hey, Terrence, I mean, you